sulabhaḥ suvrataḥ siddhaḥ śatrujichChatrutāpanaḥ nyagrōdhō'dumbarō'śvatthaśchāṇūrāndhra niṣūdanaḥ.
Sulabhaḥ means one who is easily available to all of us, easily accessible to all of us. Is Bhagavan easily available for all of us? He is very easily available for us. It's just we have to turn towards him. We always say he is Bhakta Dina, he is. He will come running. They always say, when we put one step forward towards him, he puts 10 steps forward towards us. So it's 1:10. One step we have put towards him, he puts 10 steps towards us. That's how easily he is available for all of us. But the only thing is we have to put that one step forward towards him, not in any other direction. And also we have to turn towards him. If we turn towards him, means if we connect with him, if we associate ourselves with him through Shraddha and Bhakti, then he becomes very easily available for all of us. In fact, he is there within us. We don't have to reach out to him anywhere else. He is there just within us. So how long will it take? Space and time wise. It's just there, here and now. But for the majority of us, it's very, very difficult. Because we are turned away from him. And not only we are turned away from him, we are moving away from him also. So therefore he seems to be very, very difficult for us. But Bhagavan is Sulabha. In the 8th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, I am very, very easily available. How easy, easily available for all of us? Just that bhakti factor should be there in us. And what is bhakti? Love that is there in us. Do we have love in us? Of course we have it in us. The problem is all our love is invested in so many other things and beings around us and about us. So hardly any love invested in him. That love that we invest in him is called as bhakti. Hardly 0.0001%. That is also a conditioned bhakti in us. If Bhagavan does these, gives to me these things, whatever our demands are, then we are aligned with him. Then we associate ourselves with him. If he doesn't give us whatever we want, then we are 180 degrees away from him. So therefore, all of our love is invested in things and beings in the outer world, hoping that we will get happiness from things and beings, from the world outside. So very little love is there invested in. That also, like I said, is conditioned. Bhagavan wants unconditioned love from us. No conditions we have to put over there. If you give me this only, then I will be your devotee. No conditions should be attached. Ananya Bhakti. Anya means other. Ananya means no otherness must be there in our devotion, and devotion will always be attached with or always goes along with faith, Shraddha. Shraddha and Bhakti go together. So when that sort of a Bhakti is there in us, he becomes very, very easily available to all of us. We can see it in the stories which are there in the Puranas, the biography of all our saints. So easily is available for all of them. In fact, the impossible becomes possible. Kanakadasaru, they didn't allow him into the temple, Udupi, Krishna temple, because they consider him as somebody from a lower community. So he just went around the temple on the other side. In the temple, Bhagavan is actually facing east. He went to the western side of the temple and then sat down there and prayed to the Lord. Because he was not able to see the Lord. No, he was not able to enter into the temple. And what did the Lord do? We know. The Lord turned. East facing Bhagavan turned and became west facing over there. And that wall was there between Krishna and Kanakadasaru. Cracks developed in the wall and then a chunk of it fell down. And there he was able to see the Lord. It's impossible actually. How can suddenly the Vigraha of Bhagavan turn like that? How can the wall just collapse like that? But it happened. It all happened only because of that element called Bhakti in Kanakadasa. So Sulabhaḥ, Suvrataḥ. Vrata is something which we undertake. Normally it is something good that we undertake. Only then it's called as a vrata. For our welfare, for our well-being, for the welfare and well-being of all our members of the family. So Satyanarayana Swami Vrata, Ganesha's Vrata, so many are there, Lakshmi Vrata. So Vrata basically is an activity that we are engaged in. It can be religious or it can be materialistic also. For the sake of the society, we can undertake a Vrata for its benefit. So Vrata, when we say, it means something very, very noble, very, very good. So Vrata means Bhagavan is always engaged in willing and wishing and then undertaking activities which are always beneficial for all of us. Because of our narrow-mindedness, we are not able to see things in a larger perspective. We may feel that this is not good for me. Whatever the Lord gave, I didn't want. I don't think it's good for me. I don't think it's beneficial for me. I didn't want it, but nevertheless we got it. But from Bhagavan's standpoint, he has done the best for all of us. At that point of time, in that place, in that situation or occasion, whatever it is, circumstance, environment, that is exactly what we needed for our progress, for our evolution, materialistic or spiritual. So therefore, and he is engaged in it always. Amrita Shah, just now we went through it. Never ever will Bhagavan do anything which will harm us, which will hinder our progress. Never at all. So therefore, Suvrataḥ, siddhaḥ means one who is become the all perfect, all full, all perfect. He has reached the state of absolute perfection. Absolute perfection means there are no imperfections at all whatsoever. He has fulfilled himself. Within himself, he has fulfilled himself. So he is in a state of absolute contentment, absolute fulfillment, absolute perfection. There is nothing that the Lord needs to do now to gain anything and thereby become fulfilled. We are all not like that. I want this in my life, whether it is things or whether it is property, whether it is people in our life. If I get this into my life, I think I'll feel fulfilled. But when we get that, we feel a little more beyond that we want. So we really are never ever fulfilled. For the time being, we may say, yes, I am fulfilled. But after some time, we will want more and more of that. Bhagavan always is in a state of absolute contentment, absolute fulfillment. In the 3rd chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, in all the 3 worlds, Arjuna, there is nothing for me to do to gain something. So whenever we enter into any activity, either it's to gain something or whatever we have gained in our life, we want to maintain it. So all our energy goes in only for that. Bhagavan says there is nothing that I have to do to gain something, and there is nothing for me to do, otherwise I will lose out on that. There is nothing like that also. But still I continue to engage in activity. 3rd chapter, Karma Yoga. Because Arjuna doesn't want to do any work. He wants to run away from the field of activity in front of him. He didn't create it, it has come on its own. Which means he must enter into the field of activity and engage himself as the field of activity demands. But he wants to run away. Therefore Krishna says to him over there, you think I am doing all that I have been doing? When we read the glories of Krishna in the Bhagavad, he did everything because he wanted something? No, there was nothing like that. Yet he continues to do. Why? Because he becomes a role model for all of us. If Krishna is doing, we also must do. How active Bhagavan is in and through everything. It's a Purna avatar. It's not like a Manava avatar like Rama. It's a Purna avatar there. And yet he continues to do activity. And the way the Lord performs his activities, nobody can be as dynamic as him. Why? Therefore he becomes a role model for all of us. So he's constantly engaged in everything. Though he denotes for us the state of absolute perfection, absolute fulfillment, achievement. He has achieved all that he has to achieve. Siddhis means what we want in our life. So siddha means one is totally successful, one who has attained perfection, one who has attained contentment. Everything he has got in his life. Is there any more for demand? No, nothing at all, not even a little. Such a person is called as a siddha purusha. Bhagavan is a siddha. The next two namas, we will take them together. śatrujichChatrutāpanaḥ. śatrutāpanaḥ means, tapana means heat. Tapa means heat. So śatrutāpanaḥ means the scorcher of enemies. So when enemies come in front of the Lord, he completely, it's like he burns them up. His drishti is like that. He burns them up, means he vanquishes them, he defeats them, he kills all the enemies. Who are Bhagavan's enemies? Bhagavan's enemies are all the Rakshasas, the Asuras. In the Puranas we have the stories. Subjectively within us, Bhagavan represents the good in us, and all the Asuras and the Rakshasas represent the negative, the evil in us, the Dharma in us and the Adharma in us. So the Dharma has to completely vanquish, not just defeat, but completely kill and destroy Adharma or the negativities, the evil in us. Otherwise again it will sprout out, again it will come. So completely it has to be eliminated. So just like fire eliminates everything, whatever is there in front of fire, because of the heat that is there in the fire, it completely destroys everything and makes it all into ash. Afterwards, from that ash again it can't come out. Whatever has been destroyed cannot again manifest itself there. It's completely destroyed, totally, completely. Similarly also, Bhagavan completely destroys his enemy. He burns them up. It's more subjective. So when the Lord is there in us, when we invoke him in us, the fire of knowledge in us, jnana agni in us, constantly we must do a homa within us, yajna homa. For homa kund is there, it's there within us. What is the fire over there? The jnana, the knowledge that we have, the right knowledge that we have, is the jnana agni there. Again, it can be materialistic or it can be applied to spirituality also. In the fire of knowledge, we offer everything. What do we offer? We offer our negativities. We offer our negative thoughts, our evil-minded negativities. Everything is offered into it. I have these negativities in my life. Thoughts are negative. Emotions are negative. What do we do to all of them? They're all surviving in us. We put them all into swaha. We offer them onto jnana agni. And what will that jnana agni do? It will burn up everything. So all the shatrus that are there in us, the enemies who are there in us, will all get, in the heat of the fire of knowledge, they'll all get burnt up. And afterwards again, can they surface back? They can't surface back. So śatrutāpanaḥ and śatrujichChat. Jitam means to conquer, to win over. śatrujichChat, he is one who is always ever victorious over all these enemies. However powerful the Rakshasa is, however powerful the Asura is, whatever be the type of boon he has got, when he comes face to face with the Lord, we know what happened. So all the stories that are there in the Puranas, all of them we have to apply it subjectively. Whether it is Krishna, whether it is Rama, whether it is Shiva, whether it is Devi. In and through all Devi's stories, we only see Rakshasas encountering her. And all, but in spite of them being so powerful and so mighty, and with all those unique boons that they have got because of the tapas that they have done, in front of the Lord, in front of the good, they all can't survive at all. They get completely destroyed, burnt up over there. And in the end, finally, Satyameva Jayate. It's only truth that wins. God is truth. It's only Bhagavan who wins. See, therefore he is always ever victorious. Vijayadashmi only for him. Jaya means victory. Vijaya means everlasting, permanent victory. So, śatrutāpanaḥ, nyagrōdhō'dumbarō'śvatthaśchāṇūrāndhra. Earlier we had come across one word, Mahārada. Means that it was talking about Bhagavan's Maya. Where is Bhagavan's Maya? Is it limited to anything? No, it's not limited. It's unlimited. It also pervades. Just like Bhagavan is all pervading, his Maya also pervades. Just as he is beginningless, his Maya also is beginningless. Therefore, it's a mighty power for all of us. It's not easy for us to conquer Maya, to transcend Maya. Maya has got all of us under her clutches. That's what we had seen last time. Same thing over here also. Nyagrōdhō'dumbarō'śvatthaśchāṇūrāndhra means one who is safely behind this Maya, but he controls everything. Actually, Maya is controlling us. But who is controlling Maya? Bhagavan is controlling Maya. He is Mayadhish, Lord of Maya he is. Whereas we are all under the clutches of, under the control of Maya. So, nyagrōdhō'dumbarō'śvatthaśchāṇūrāndhra means he is completely veiled, covered up by Maya. That is why we can't see him. Though he is so close to us, still we cannot comprehend him, apprehend him. He is not easily available for all of us, because between him and us we have this Maya. Avaranas are there. We spoke about it. So that veil that is there, which is covering us or covering him from us, has to be completely moved away, removed. For that is all the spiritual sadhana that we are doing. So Bhagavan is well hidden or well veiled behind Maya. Therefore, that is why Krishna is termed as dark one, dark one, dark one. Something in the dark we can't see. So we call Krishna means dark one. So we call Krishna the dark one, the dark one, the dark one. Is he really dark? Darkness we always associate with ignorance. Darkness of spiritual ignorance we say. Light of spiritual knowledge we say. If Krishna represents for us Parabrahma, means he represents for us the light of spiritual knowledge, why do we call him as the dark one? Because to all of us, he is not evident, he is not clear. It's not easy for us to have his darshan. It looks like he is covered up. It looks like he is in the dark. He is in the dark because Maya is there between him and us. But we don't say, I am in the dark. Actually, we are in the dark. But instead of saying, I am in the dark, we, superimpose the darkness onto him and say, he is in the dark. Actually, Krishna is not in the dark at all. He is very much evident everywhere. He'll say, I am right in front of you. Why did you not recognize me? Why did you not identify me? We are in the dark. But instead of that, we say, Krishna is in the dark or Devi is in the dark. We superimpose our darkness onto him. And we say, he is in the dark. And we put that color onto him also and say, dark one, dark one, dark one. A very beautiful incident also in Krishna's life. He was stealing butter left and right. So the gopis came and complained to Yashoda. And they said, Krishna comes home and then he steals the butter. What to do? Wherever we keep it, he's got access to it. So she says, he is very afraid of darkness. See, these stories we must read into the deeper meaning. Krishna is not afraid of anything. But these are all stories for us to reflect on. So Yashoda says, Krishna is very afraid of darkness. Means he is anti of darkness. Why? He is light. Where light is, darkness cannot be. So it's like light is the enemy of darkness. Light does not like darkness, because when light comes, darkness is not there. So that has been made into a very beautiful story for us. So Krishna doesn't like darkness. He is very scared of darkness. Do one thing, put all the butter pots in a dark room. He won't enter that room, is what Yashoda told the gopis. They said that also we tried. We tried it. We put all the butter pots in a room and made sure that it was completely dark so that Krishna doesn't come in. But they said, what to do? Your little child is like an on bulb. Wherever Krishna goes, on bulb. So wherever we take that on bulb, automatically darkness goes away. So he is like an on bulb. He is Swayam Tejaha. He is like the sun. Wherever the sun comes, it will be automatically bright. So therefore, the moment he enters into the dark room, darkness gone. It's got illuminated in what light? In his own light. So where is darkness in the room? That's what it means. So beautifully, but we say Krishna is dark, Krishna is in the dark. He's playing hide and seek with me. So we are actually in the dark. He is not in the dark, neither is he dark. But we have superimposed all our darkness onto him. He says, never mind. Just by superimposing, he doesn't become dark. He's like an on bulb. Never mind, whatever you say, it's okay for me. You can give me any color you want. But I am what I am. So, nyagrōdhō'dumbarō'śvatthaśchāṇūrāndhra, one who is totally veiled or concealed, where within Maya. So it's like he is in the center and totally all around him there is a curtain. There is a veil. Veil of what? Veil of Maya. So we have to cut through or tear through that veil of Maya to enter in and become face to face with the Lord. nyagrōdhō'dumbarō'śvatthaśchāṇūrāndhra means one who nourishes and nurtures us. So Bhagavan is the one who nurtures and nourishes us all in the form of sun. We need sun's heat, we need sun's light, we know that. So he nurtures and nourishes not only us, everything, plant kingdom, animal kingdom. We have studied in our science class earlier, in our school days, where light is not there, the sprout will not grow. So for everything we need light. So what is sun's light? Bhagavan himself in the form of light. Bhagavan himself in the form of sun. Therefore the sun's light is he, sun's heat is he, everything is he only. So he nourishes, the sun is called as poshan. He does poshana of us. So therefore just like the sun does, he also, and who gives heat and light to the sun? Bhagavan gives heat and light to the sun also. So we can take it as the sun or we can take it as the consciousness that is there in us. As long as the Lord is there in us, our equipment, the body, mind and intellect get nurtured and nourished. Even though we say, I ate the food, we can only put the food into us. After that, we don't do anything. Whatever is happening after that is all in the control of the Lord. He digests the food for us. He breaks it up into various parts. Energy part, the fat part, the muscle part, whatever we need. And he makes sure that it all gets distributed to the various parts of our body. Every point has to be nurtured and nourished. Every cell has to be nurtured and nourished. How many cells are there in us? It would not have been possible for us at all to do it. But Bhagavan is doing it inside us. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva, 15th chapter, Bhagavan says, I am the one who sits in you as the digestive fire and digests whatever you take in. And then beyond that also he is nurturing us and nourishing us. And exactly he knows how to do it for each one of us also. What type of food we need, how it should be digested in us, how to distribute the essence of the food to the various equipment in us, the various limbs in us. Who is doing all these things? Bhagavan alone is doing it. We wouldn't have been able to do any of those things at all. So therefore, he is the one who ultimately nurtures and nourishes all of us, including even the subtle, who gives knowledge to us. The knowledge that we receive also from our teachers, it nourishes us and nurtures us. The subtle equipment in us, everything Bhagavan alone gives to us. So Udumbarah. Another meaning for this is Ambara means sky. So Udumbarah means it transcends even Akasha or space. We know the entire world of things and beings is nothing but a permutation and a combination of the 5 great elements: earth, water, fire, air and space. Earth is the grossest, space is the subtlest. Bhagavan is even more subtler than space. He is the one who created the 5 great elements in their nascent state, in their subtlest state. Even earth was in its subtle state, not like the earth we know of. Then they in turn went through a modification and a recombination amongst themselves to become the 5 great elements that we are all familiar with, whose permutation and combination is the entire world of things and beings. So Bhagavan is even more subtler than Akasha or space. That is also one of the meanings. Ashwattha. The Ashwattha tree is the people tree, which we very often find in all our temples. It's not the banyan tree, it's the people tree. Ashwattha Vriksha. And the Ashwattha Vriksha illustration has been used in the Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter starts with it, and also in the Kathopanishad. We see this Ashwattha Vriksha coming in over there. What does Ashwattha represent? And in the Bhagavad Gita, if we read the verses, it looks like the tree is upside down, because it says roots are above, branches are below. That means the tree is upside down. And we get a picture of that upside down and put it in our prayer room. These are all significance more important than what meets our eyes and ears. We don't have the Ashwattha Vriksha upside down over there. So if Bhagavan is talking about a tree upside down with roots above and branches below, it means there must be some hidden meaning over there. So what does the Ashwattha Vriksha? Bhagavan says, I am Ashwattha. First of all, in the 10th chapter, when Krishna is talking about his glories, Vibhuti Yoga, he says, amongst the Vrikshas, amongst the trees, I am the Ashwattha tree. All trees are he himself in a different form. But he associates himself with the Ashwattha Vriksha because of its special characteristics. What are the special characteristics? First of all, it lives longer than all of us. 300 years, 400 years. So it can see 5 generations, 6 generations. So compared to us, it is compared to our mortality, it's immortal. Relatively we are talking. And it's got widespread also. Ashwa means horses also. So horses, so many horses could stand under its shade. So his spread is large. And also it's got a very unique quality. Even if it's very hot, summer, very hot summer, if we go under an Ashwattha Vriksha, it will look like we are in an AC room. The environment completely changes. So this is heat and cold we are talking about. Even the influence, it has a profound influence on our minds also. The problem is we are not very sensitive. If we are very sensitive, spiritually sensitive, if we go under a Ashwattha Vriksha, a people tree, our mind automatically settles down. It becomes quiet, it becomes tranquil, it becomes calm. Something happens to us. And also the oxygen it releases is more. So many meanings are there. That's why in most of the temples we have the Ashwattha Vriksha over there. And what does it represent for us also? The very name, Ashwattha. Shwa means tomorrow. Shwa. Shwattha means that which remains tomorrow. Means permanent, because every day has got a tomorrow. So Shwattha means that which remains tomorrow. So tomorrow also it will be there, yes. Then when we enter into tomorrow, Shwattha, it will stay tomorrow. So we can go on saying it will stay tomorrow also, it will stay tomorrow also. Every day we can say that, which means something which is permanent. Shwattha means that which remains the same tomorrow. Ashwattha means that which does not remain the same tomorrow. Means it's changing. Tomorrow doesn't only mean tomorrow. Next moment changes. So Ashwattha therefore means that which does not remain the same tomorrow, or that which does not remain the same next moment, which represents for us the entire realm of change, the entire realm of life, not the life that is there in us, Brahman. We are talking about the life as we know of it, our life's experiences, our life's expression, not individual, all put together, 14 worlds. So all of life is likened to a tree, tree of life. We use these words, tree of life, family tree. Ashwattha represents the tree of life. At what level? Micro level and macro level, individual level and universal level. So we can all say we are all a walking tree. Why? Life is there in us. And why are we likened to a Ashwatha Vriksha? Because nothing remains the same next moment. Every second we have grown a little older than what we were last second. So we are all like walking trees. All of us put together, it's a universal tree of life. All put together. Things, beings, everything, 14 worlds. From the topmost world to the lowermost world. All represent a realm of change. So all of it is nothing but an Ashwatha. Why Ashwatha means that which does not remain the same. How beautifully to make us understand something which is so expansive and so deep, Bhagavan takes the help of an Ashwatha Vriksha. Why is it upside down over there? Roots above, branches below. We have to draw. Any tree draws through its roots, its vitality. To sustain itself, the tree needs food. From where does it get its food? It gets it from the ground. And with the help of what? With the help of roots. Roots. No roots, no tree. So it's the roots which keep the tree alive and make it do whatever it's doing. Can we see the roots? We can't see the roots. They're deep down below. We are all there. Let's take an example of ourselves. We are all alive. Something is keeping us going on. There is something which provides life to all of us, and therefore we are alive and we are functioning in the world through our equipment, the body, mind and intellect. What are the roots? What is it that supports me, that supports my equipment, because of which I am doing everything? It's Brahman. Where is Brahman? We always give it a higher position. Anything higher means more noble, divine. Therefore, our roots are above. So, if we each one of us is an Ashwatha Vriksha, roots above. So, we are like an ulta tree. So, roots are above. Brahman is what is nurturing. Udambara, just now we went through. He is the one who is nurturing and nourishing us at all levels, at all our equipment level. Branches below. Branches are many, many, many. And roots we can't see, but branches of a tree we can see. So branches means all our thought, even thoughts people can't see. Activities, our various activities, each one of our activity is like one branch. I'm not going into the details of it because Bhagavad Gita will take care of that. So therefore Bhagavan says, I am the Ashwatha Vriksha, means he represents the entire realm of change. He is the changeless, the one without a second, changeless, as well as he is also the realm of change. The realm of change, Jagat is not apart from him. He created a Jagat, and so he is there, and the Jagat is outside of him. No. He created it and he entered into it also. So Jagat and Jagadishwara are not two, they are one. Vishwa and Vishwanatha are not two, they are one. That's what Bhagavan is telling us over here. By using the word Ashwatha to describe himself. I am the changeless and I am the change. Again 15th chapter. Akshara and Kshara, both I am, Bhagavan says. Kshara means change. I am the realm of change and I am the realm of, and I am the changeless also. So there are two, and then he says, he takes us to another level. He says, beyond this Kshara and Akshara, I transcend both of them, he says. I am the one who has become the Kshara and the Akshara. So Bhagavan himself is the realm of change. He himself is the changeless. And with respect to changeless only, we talk about change. With respect to change only, we talk about changeless. So we are in a dualistic world of experience. Bhagavan is even beyond both. Neither he is changeless, neither he is change. Then what is he? He can't be described. So the very beautiful illustration over here of Ashwatha tree, which represents the realm of change for us. The Samsara Vriksha. Samsara is not outside of us. In the 15th chapter, Bhagavan says, Samsara is, we are all living in a dualistic world. And that duality becomes plurality and multiplicity. So First, from the many, reach out to the two, and from the two is our journey to the one. How can it be done? Therefore, Bhagavan says, Kat samsara vriksha. How can we cut it? Vairagya. In the 4th chapter, he says knowledge. Knowledge and Vairagya, we need both. So that Ashwatha Vriksha, upside down. This is the meaning. But then afterwards, Bhagavan makes it also all right. First he says, he talks about an Ashwatha Vriksha in the 15th chapter of the Gita in upside down position. Roots above, branches below. So first we have to understand what Krishna means when he says roots are above, branches are below. Then he makes the Ashwatha Vriksha also all right. Means roots down and branches below. What does that represent? Our Vyavahara in life. It's a very beautiful, the first 4 or 5 shlokas of the 15th chapter of the Gita. We won't go into it in detail. So Ashwatha, Bhagavan is identifying himself with the Ashwatha Vriksha. ċāṇūrāndhra niṣūdanaḥ. We know that when Balarama and Krishna came to Mathura, Kamsa sent an invitation through Akrura to the people in Vrajabhumi to come and attend the Dhanur Yaga that he was doing. He planned to get Krishna and Balarama to come to Mathura, and then he wanted to kill them because his death was in Krishna's hand. So actually he invited death over there. Krishna did not come by himself. The story is so beautiful. Kamsa sends Akrura to bring Krishna to Mathura, means he is inviting his own death. Who told him to send Akrura to bring Krishna? Nobody told him, he himself. So when the time comes, we need not have to do anything. Everything just happens. Everything falls into place. So Kamsa himself voluntarily sent an invitation asking Krishna to come to Mathura. So when Krishna is coming, he's got his own plans, Kamsa. He wants Krishna to be killed over there. So the elephant, wild elephant, is let loose so that it can go and attack Krishna and trample him over there. Nothing happens to the Lord. But still Kamsa will not realize at all. Then he has got powerful, mighty wrestlers over there, because Krishna and Balarama are young, some 12-year, 13-year-old, that's all, when they come to Mathura. So he's got huge, mighty wrestlers over there who can just crush anybody. And these are 2 children, Balarama and Krishna. So they encounter these wrestlers. Balarama kills his opponent. Krishna, the one who attacks Krishna, is Chanura. So the wrestler called Chanura, Krishna killed. Therefore he is called as ċāṇūrāndhra niṣūdanaḥ.